Hello. We are looking today at the opportunities that the budget of 2022 presents for both the country and for the architecture and construction industry. The RIAI has put together a detailed submission which we are going to be submitting to government, calling on changes that we believe are fundamental to delivering on the challenges that Ireland now faces. We have obviously been through a very difficult period in the last 18 months with COVID-19, but as we know, it is not the only challenge and crisis that is facing our country. We have a shortage of healthcare buildings, we have a very significant challenge in delivering on our housing need, but we also have the challenge of climate change and looking at how we move forward to address this challenge that is facing obviously not only Ireland but is a global challenge. And we all have to now look at what structures, processes, procedures can be put in place to help us to work together to address these challenges. So, what are we looking for? The RIAI is putting forward suggestions and recommendations that we believe will put the focus on the long term. And to deliver sustainably, to deliver for our population, we have to look at the long term and we have to look at delivering quality. So the first recommendation that the RIAI has is that we need to invest in engaging architects and planners in our public service, to be leading at a senior level in the design of our development plans, of assessing the proposals that are coming in. Our second recommendation is to look at the VAT levels that are attached to architectural services. Currently at 23%, architecture is being treated as a luxury. Building is incredibly complex, getting increasingly so, and homeowners in particular need to have the expert advice necessary to deliver on their ambitions, to deliver on their retrofitting needs, and to do this we're asking the government to look at the VAT rates and to apply the 13.5%, which is the same as applies to the construction sector. We need to have innovation in both the design and the delivery of our housing, and the RIAI is calling on the government to commit to running architectural competitions which will gather the incredible amount of expertise and talent that we have within the profession to focus on this challenge and to identifying new types of housing, new designs for our housing. And finally, the public procurement system, we believe that there are changes that can be made to deliver a more effective, more efficient and more streamlined system. In particular, the one change we will be asking for is the introduction of procurement passports. This would reduce the administrative burden on those who are applying for public tenders, but also on those who are having to assess them. Currently, we have carried out a survey of our members, and we have seen in recent weeks that only 44% are applying for public sector work. There's such a significant resource that is not interested currently because they believe that the bureaucracy is excluding them from the system. The recent announcement by government of the revised National Development Plan with a planned expenditure of 165 billion is a very significant target. It's extremely ambitious. And the RIAI believes that the measures that we are putting forward for Budget 2022, if implemented, would help to achieve quality, sustainable outcomes from the monies that are being invested in the National Development Plan.